Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline, and in today's video I really wanted to talk all about one of the things I get asked the most about, which is my compression, my swelling, why my body's still so swollen. If I had surgery so long ago, why is my body still so swollen? And I wanted to make this a separate video because there's a lot I wanted to cover or talk to you guys about, and I have questions from you guys as well that I'm going to try to answer and really just let you know what's happening with me, my body, recovery, and all of that good stuff. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jacqueline, and I make videos all about self-love, body positivity, my weight loss journey after losing 300 pounds, and I'm in the process of having excess skin removal surgery, and I'm recovering from a surgery I had to remove the skin on the inner part of my legs, and I'm also recovering from a surgery, from a little complication from that surgery, and had to have a skin graft. So my body has been through a lot. I've had about 5 surgeries so far, and I just want this channel to be a place where it's all about love, positivity, recovery, but also a place where you can come to find information, because I like to put out content on my social media channels and on this channel of videos that help me or helped me, or that I wish I had along my weight loss journey when I was 500 pounds and felt completely stuck and lost and didn't know who to turn to or what to do. So I try to make these videos that hopefully help all of you guys, but videos that would have helped me along my journey as well. And now during all my parts of just like life, going through life right now. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so you're notified when I put a new video up. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. So without further ado, let's just jump on into this video. So before I address anything about swelling or fluid retention or what my body's going through, I do want to address that I've talked about a bunch before on my social media, and I also made a video, is I have gained some weight since my lowest point of my weight loss journey. And I'm aware of that. That's also what's happening with my body, with surgeries and weight gain and fluid. Like, it's just a bad combination, but I don't want this video to sound like I'm making excuses or I'm pretending that I haven't gained weight or that I'm trying to cover it up or that I haven't addressed it or want to talk about it. I am fully aware I have gained some weight, and I'm also very aware that I am in the process right now of dealing with my eating disorder, dealing with the weight gain, and on the path of not only weight loss, but getting to a better place mentally with myself and my relationship with food and loving myself again. So I wanted to address that really quick. I'm aware of it. I know that it's going on, and I am taking the steps that I need to kind of fix those problems. So I don't want this video to seem like excuses. There's just a lot going on, and I wanted to address that before we get into like everything else. So like I mentioned, I have gone through a lot of skin removal surgeries. I've had my stomach, parts of my back, parts of my arm, and now parts of my leg with skin removal surgeries. I still have several more procedures I need, but the thing with surgery is they are very big procedures, and it takes a toll on your body. And as much as the skin removal surgeries have helped me tremendously, and I don't regret any of them, and I'm so happy that I made the choice to do that for my physical and mental health and well-being, there are side effects to surgery. One of that being you do have scars, which don't bother me at all. But 2, with those scars comes scar tissue. So something that I learned is that when you have scars, you not only develop scar tissue, but fluid can't move through scar tissue. So it's kind of like a barrier, and the fluid has a really hard time moving or crossing through that scar tissue. And since I have scars pretty much all over my body right now, that's kind of a hard thing that my body is going through, because like I said, the fluid can't move and it has a hard time and gets trapped. The second issue with my body is because I have lost over 300 pounds, I have a lot of loose skin. I have loose skin all the way down from my ankles all the way up to like my chin, neck area. It's everywhere. And so the doctor, my surgeon, is doing the best he can to help remove all of the skin, like I said, to help. But in the meantime, the fluid gets stuck in the loose skin and it has a hard time getting out. And once it's in like those crevices or areas where there's a lot of skin, it gets stuck and it also can't come out. And so it kind of keeps moving. So when we removed skin from like the inner part of my thighs this time, it's kind of now going to the parts of my back that have loose skin, or getting stuck in the lower part of my arms that have loose skin. And then it's just creating even more issues because then, again, it can't travel through scar tissue. It gets stuck in the loose skin and has a hard time coming out. And I have had a lot of surgery, so it's just creating a lot of issues with the fluid and the swelling. For this certain procedure, I developed a wound, like I talked about, and I had to have a skin graft, so I couldn't put regular compression pants on right away after surgery. I had to keep ace bandage wraps on them for a lot longer than would have been ideal because I couldn't pull anything up with the wound. It was a pretty big wound, and if you want to know more about that, I do have a video where you can watch more about that. But essentially right after surgery, I wasn't able to put those compression on. So with the compression, it helps kind of get the fluid out that you have, but also prevents fluid from coming. And since I didn't have those right away, a lot of fluid started building up in my legs. My surgeon wanted me to go see my primary doctor at my primary care facility to get special compression to kind of help the swelling in my legs that was already happening before surgery, but to kind of help with the compression because I couldn't put regular leggings on. So there are special Velcro type compression that I didn't have to pull over the wound. And that took me months to get these compressions. So while I was waiting to get them, because that's a whole nother story, but while I was waiting to get the compressions, my legs just kept filling up more and more and more and more with fluid, and it was just not a good situation. So I finally got the compression, and now we're not only trying to get rid or prevent fluid from building up, we have to get rid of all of that fluid that was built up for months in my legs. And the reason my legs are still so swollen is, like I said, scar tissue. I have a lot of loose skin in my ankles and my calves that it's not safe to cut and remove skin that far down your legs. So there's different things we're going to try to do to help prevent like those issues that are happening with the loose skin in my calves and ankles. But for right now, the loose skin is really getting stuck in my calves in the loose skin and having a hard time traveling up my legs because of the scar tissue. And then once I am able to like pull the fluid up with these compression, it's getting stuck like in my stomach, in my arms, in my back. And the fluid is just kind of, I feel like right now, moving all throughout my body, not really knowing how to come out. So those are the different issues I'm dealing with. So it's not just swelling in my legs, it's swelling in my whole body because the fluid can't really come out. So not only is it hard for the fluid to move through my body because of the scar tissue, my lymph nodes have been compromised during surgery in my arms, in my stomach, and all the places where fluid would come out or where you would sweat it out have been compromised because they've been cut and pretty much touched during surgery. I don't sweat from my armpits anymore at all. And so that's another issue that is kind of hurting me with like all of this fluid is once I can kind of get the fluid to move, it can't come out of those normal lymph node places because they have been compromised. So we have to figure out different areas and ways for it to come out. So there's just a lot going on with my body with the fluid. So I don't have a medical condition where it's preventing the fluid to come out or the fluid to move. It's just my body's being a little bit stubborn right now and holding on to the fluid. And with the loose skin, the scar tissues, my lymphatic areas in my body being compromised from surgery, it's just kind of my body's kind of like what's going on and it's holding on to all the fluid. Compression can only help so much, especially in the legs, because unless you're sitting like with your legs elevated and the fluid can move like down your body or up your body, I guess, to come out. Anytime you're standing or have your legs bent, gravity is working against me as well, so it's pulling everything back down. So the compression help, and they've made drastic like improvements in my legs already. But unless, like, you can't live in bed with your legs up all the time. Like, you have to move, you have to exercise, you have to do the special things that the physical therapist told me to do. I have to walk, I have to move, which helps. But then that just keeps pulling the gravity and the fluid down. So it's probably going to take a while to get all the fluid out. On top of, it took me so long to get the right compression. There's a lot of like buildup. So it's going to take a long time to get all of that out, and then wear the compression to kind of help prevent it. It's all superficial, the fluid. It moves really well. I respond really well to the lymphatic massages and drainage and all the techniques that they're using on me, which is really good because, like I said, there's not a medical condition that's causing me to have the fluid or the fluid retention or the fluid not to come out of my body. I don't have any issues with that. It's just all superficial of fluid that's having a hard time getting out of my body. So time-wise of how long I have to wear my compression, I'm not sure. It just depends how long it takes the fluid to come out of my body. A rough guess, when I asked my physical therapist, she said it could take 6 to 9 months, or a little more or a little less. But we don't know because, like I said, no one knows like what's really going on inside my body or how fast the fluid's going to move. And since I am responding so well to the massages that I'm getting, I'm hopeful that it won't take long to kind of get the fluid moving. So that's another reason why I am having skin removal surgery as well on more areas or needing more surgeries, is because we really have to remove as much of the loose skin as possible so the fluid can't keep getting stuck and trapped. And once that loose skin is done, I could do special scar treatments and kind of break up scar tissue and really help the fluid get moving where it's not just getting stuck. So it's not a quick fix. You have one surgery and life is totally better. It helps your physical, your mental, all those issues I was having with the loose skin. But now there's just this little complication from it that my body's going through, that it's not going to be like this forever. It is going to get better. So I have compression on my legs. I'm also getting a compression for my hands, arms, and like stomach. So I don't know if it's going to be like a long sleeve shirt, an arms, and then a tank top piece. But we just don't want the fluid to keep moving from the legs and then getting stuck in like my stomach, my back, my face, my arms, and my left arm, especially on the lower part of my arm, like this part right here, is really having a hard time and getting really full of fluid, like more so on my left side than on my right side. So I'm doing a lot of at-home techniques as well to kind of do massages to get it going. I just bought a brush, which I'll leave it down below if you want to check it out, but it's like a dry-haired brush, and it's supposed to be really good for fluid and to help like fluid retention and stuff like that. You rub it on your body and it kind of helps release like the fluid. So I'm going to try that and see if it works, but I did buy it on Amazon. I'll leave it down below. It has great reviews and it's supposed to really help. So in between my appointments with like my physical therapist and my massage therapist, I'm going to do that at home to kind of try to help get things going. I also have special exercises for my physical therapist that are supposed to help get fluid going for my legs and my arms. And then once a lot of the fluid comes out, then I'll be able to have another skin removal surgery to kind of keep going with getting the skin removed. There's no date for that yet. I don't know what procedure I'll have done first. I really just trust my surgeon with my whole heart and trust him to know the right steps or the right procedures to do and when the time is to do it. So I am going to get back to working out, and I'm going to keep on with my healthy eating and keep walking, keep moving, and keep doing everything I can to help my body. And honestly, I have been very frustrated with myself, not only with the weight gain, but with all of this fluid. Like every time I look in the mirror, I feel very self-conscious and very upset at myself. And I know I'm doing everything I can to help my body and to fix these issues and to do what I can to take care of it. And the one thing that I did realize, or that I wanted to share with you, is being mad at my body or hating my body or being mad at myself that I gained weight or that I have fluid or that it can't come out or I don't know how long it's going to take. instead of being angry at those things and hating myself and hating my body, what's really helping is being just very patient and very loving with myself, because my body is working so hard, and it has worked so hard, and what it needs right now is, especially when it's struggling, is it needs extra love. And so instead of being angry and feeding it negativity and negative thoughts, I'm really trying to stay positive, send my body a lot of love, send myself a lot of love. And every time, and as crazy as this sounds, every time I rub my legs or, look in the mirror or do my own massages or exercises, I talk to myself and my body and say, you're okay, you're doing a good job, you're healing, we're getting the fluid out, I'm going to take care of you, I'm taking care of you, and I love you. And just repeating that over and over and over again, it's really, really helping. And not only, if we feel good about ourselves, do we feel good to do our exercises or our massages, but it makes our overall mood and mental health a lot better. So then we're just more positive to keep wanting to move forward, because it's so easy to fall backwards and, say, well, forget this, I'm so upset, might as well just, not even try to fix it because there's nothing I can do. And when you treat love or have love or spread love, you're just going to keep getting more love. And my body's definitely responding a lot better when I'm patient and loving and kind to it. And only that is going to help me move forward, because we can't go back and change the past. I can't go back and try to redo anything or all of that. Like, all I can do is keep moving forward and doing what's best for me right now, and know that this is just a little setback or a little bump in the road to the long term of my life. And the long term health and happiness and well-being of myself is having skin removal, dealing with these issues right now, so I can live my best life possible. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. I think I answered all the questions about swelling, compression, what my body's going through. It's just a lot. And so I'm doing everything I can to make sure I take care of it. Wear the compression as much as possible, because the longer I wear them, the better the results are going to be, no matter how annoying or uncomfortable or hot they are. I'm going to keep wearing them until further notice, or until I have to switch or wear something else, or I'm told I don't have to wear them anymore. I'm going to keep having my massages done and keep doing my exercises until further notice or until things change. But in the meantime, you're probably going to see me in these compression a lot. I'm probably going to have a new compression on my arms and body as well too. And it's just because that's what I need to do right now. So no time frame. No, I don't know any of that. It's just taking it one day at a time. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any other questions or anything I didn't address in this video, please leave it down below in the comments. If you have video suggestions or things you would like me to film or talk about, please let me know down below as well. I'd love to share as much as I can to help you, to support you, to motivate you, to share what I'm doing, and just help spread more love everywhere, because we all could use more love with ourselves in this world. And I'd like to just be a small part in that, and helping you maybe feel a little more confident or happy or believe in yourself a little bit more. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye!